City of Blood by Farhana Khan Dia. Dia, while taking down the laundry earlier in her courtyard, had overheard Akash Afzal's mother from the neighboring house talking to her son. Akash, Akash, look, my son, I have forbidden you several times from making friends with boys older than you. Where do they take you in their expensive cars? And Akash said only one thing, Mummy, don't worry about me. Now I am a grown up. I understand everything. Now she saw the news on the TV screen. Akash Afzal has been kidnapped. Dia's was anguished. She herself had children. She thought of going over to the house next door. Her husband had returned from the office. He had brought the newspaper. He said to Dia, as a neighbor, you should go to Akash's house. Dia said, I did go there. Various channels are also telecasting this news. But first, I should get my blood pressure checked. Then I shall spend the night with Akash's mother. May God help her find her child. When they had covered a distance of some furlongs on their motorcycle going towards the hospital, Dia and her husband found the road had been blocked. A police station had been burned. Students of colleges and university, sick people, laborers, and employees had all been besieged by vehicles for several hours. Slogans were being raised: Free Niaz Ali, otherwise leave the city. Unable to go further, both of them returned home. Dia went to Akash's house instead of her own. Now, there was a crowd of women there, but they were whispering all kinds of things that could have happened. Dia took Akash's mother, who fell down in a faint again and again, into a separate room and asked the other woman to leave her alone. Dia gave her water to drink and reassured her. Then the woman told Dia, Niaz Ali was one of the boys of the mohalla, took Akash from the house, and Akash has not returned home after that. We pleaded with Niaz's family to tell us where our child is, but they have made this issue an issue of honor and blamed us that we are accusing them. The burning fire of grief and separation from our son has made it impossible for us to live in peace. Therefore, we had an FIR issued against Niaz Ali. At this, they have gathered hundreds of people. They are protesting against the FIR because, perhaps, Niaz Ali's parents don't know that he wanders here and there with respectable persons who come in their cars, and our Akash also used to be among them. Dia, pray to God that he may reunite our Akash with us. Now, those who speak our language will protest tomorrow that unless our child is found, we will not let Niaz Ali be released. The next day, the same thing happened. The road was blocked, vehicles and buildings were damaged, but there was no trace of Akash. After 2 days, an advocate was murdered in that area. On the third day, dead bodies of children were found. On the fourth day, political assassinations were committed. On the fifth day, kidnappings were committed for ransom. The news about Akash faded into the background and took a back seat to the daily news of further violence.